Well, out west later today, Steve Jobs will make his second public appearance on stage this year at the Apple Worldwide Developers Conference. Jobs, as you know, has been on medical leave since January. Analysts speculating on what's so important today that Jobs has to take investors and analysts through it. Well, Bloomberg best Apple analyst Shaw Wu with Sterne, Agee Leach joins us now from San Francisco. We know he's going to be talking, we believe, about the iCloud and also the new version of their operating system. But first off, Shaw, how significant is it going to be for investors that he appears today?
I think it's a good sign. You know, as you said, he has been on medical leave, and he's going to be on stage today. But I also think the main announcement today, which is probably is iCloud, is a significant announcement, and I believe he feels that he needs to be the one to let people know about it.
Do you think that the iCloud is that significant that it would warrant him to come out?
Yeah, iCloud is really a change in terms of the user pattern, in terms of the business model also, where the content collection, like music, for example, is stored in the cloud per se, as opposed to tethered to one's desktop, whether it's a Mac or a PC. So it's the ability to give access to your content from anywhere, from any device, and that's it's very different than what it is today.
And how is it going to compare to Google and Amazon and their cloud?
Yeah, so Google and Amazon have released versions of their cloud offerings. However, they don't have licensing. They don't have the rights to the music, and so it's almost like a renegade version per se. Whereas Apple is going to be official, where it's going to have they're going to have deals with all the music labels. They'll allow users to access their libraries without getting in trouble.
And do you have any sense or any calculations, Shaw, as to how much this is going to drive the sales of the iPad and the iPhone and the iPods?
Yeah, the way we look at it is that every time Apple releases a new feature, it drives more sales of hardware, whether it's the iPad, iPhone, or the Mac. So I would say that this gives us a higher conviction in our numbers. We're above consensus already, and it also gives us conviction that they'll beat our numbers.
What are your numbers?
That's the way how we look at it.
Go through your numbers quickly.
Yeah, we're at 20, I believe 20. $25.50 for this year, and then $29 for next year. I believe we're above consensus by 50 cents this year, and then $1.50 next year. Okay,
EPS you're talking about.
That's correct.
Okay. The one limiting factor, don't you think, though, Shaw, on this is the fact that these are only going to, the iCloud is only going to work, though, on the Apple devices. They're missing a whole chunk of the market, which are these Android-operated hardware, the software, the smartphones.
Yeah, so one of the features that we've been hearing that they're going to add is being able to access this from any browser. And also keep in mind, which would be on any device. And the other thing to keep in mind is that iTunes has 200 million accounts out there. Probably around, we estimate about 300 to 400 million users. About 200 of them are with credit card accounts. So it's actually fairly ubiquitous already. And so it's pretty much giving access to a wide range of the audience out there. Okay,
and Shaw, just quickly, I'm looking down here. Your price target is $460 for Apple, but this stock, getting back to Steve Jobs, has been stuck in a range since Jobs announced that he was going to leave for medical reasons. What is going to get this stock out of its range?
Yeah, I think people have to get more comfortable that the growth rate is sustainable and that the margins are sustainable, and that Android isn't as big of a threat. And frankly, iCloud is we think one of the ways they're going to attract users. The other thing is as they increase the mix of iPhone, as it becomes a bigger part of the company, the margins actually naturally expand. So we see those as still very positive factors.
Okay, Shaw, thank you. Great to see you again, a Bloomberg Best analyst on Apple.